What is Flag Code of India? Why it has been amended recently? Why it is being criticized for its amendment? That is all what we will be looking in today's video. Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the Flag Code of India. So let's look at the timeline of the video, what all we will be discussing. First we will be looking at what is the news, then what is Flag Code of India 2002, why it has been recently amended and what is the amendment, why the amendment is being criticized, then what are the rules governing the tricolor, evolution of tricolor, part 4A of the constitution, and in the end we will be looking into a prelims MCQ and a mains practice question. So this topic is of relevance from general studies paper 1 and 2. From paper 1 it belongs to Indian modern history, and paper 2 Indian constitution historical background. From prelims perspective, it is important to know about Flag Code of India, what is it, amendment, and part 4A of the constitution. While from mains perspective, it is important to know about the Flag Code of India and its criticism, rules governing the tricolor, as it becomes very important in your mains answer writing. You can fetch extra marks by writing about our tricolor or the Flag Code of India. So let's get started and see that what is the news. This news has been taken from the explained section of Indian Express, and it says, what is the Flag Code and how has it been changed recently? So there are two components in this news. First is what is the Flag Code, and second what it has changed recently, that what is the amendment that has been done recently in the Flag Code of India. So first let's see that what is the Flag Code. Flag Code is a set of instructions which talks about the use, display and hoisting of the national flag of India. So it is a set of instructions in which everything is written which is related to the national flag of India, that is the tricolor, that how is it being used, that what are the provisions or what are the conditions of its hoisting and everything. And it governs all the laws, conventions, practices and instructions for the display of the national flag in one corner. So it gets everything together, all the laws, conventions together related to the national flag. And it also deals with the private, public and government institutions when it comes to national flag, that how the national flag can be used by everyone. So let's look at the Flag Code of India 2002. It's not that the Flag Code of India 2002 is the first guidelines or the rules related to the tricolor or the national flag. It has been made earlier also, but among all the most prominent code related to the national flag or the tricolor is the Flag Code of India 2002. So it was adopted on January 26, 2002, and it allowed the unrestricted display. Mind the word unrestricted. There will be no restrictions on the display of the tricolor as long as the honor and dignity of the flag are being respected. So see, this is a very important line. So whenever we go outside and see that we are seeing the national flag here and there, or outside any house or any building, so is it allowed or not? See, unrestricted display of the tricolor is allowed. There will be no restrictions on the hoisting of the tricolor or the usage of the tricolor unless the respect or the dignity or the honor of the tricolor is respected. If the honor and the dignity of the tricolor will not be respected, there will be problem. Then the problem will arise and the unrestricted display will become the restricted display if the honor and dignity of the tricolor will not be respected. You need to understand the meaning of this line, that what is the meaning of unrestricted display. See, the Flag Code did not replace the pre-existing rules governing the correct display of the flag. So there are the rules have earlier been there which the Flag Code of India 2002 have not replaced. So it talks about that an effort to bring together all the previous laws, convention and practices. So this is a holistic code which talks about everything about the laws, conventions and practices regarding the national flag of India, and it has brought everything on a single roof. So and see, very important point from prelims perspective, very important fact, that is the ratio of the length to the height of the flag shall be 3:1. Very important point. See, this talks about, see, imagine, see, the Indian tricolor is rectangular in shape. Okay, see, this is the height and this is the width. So what is it? That the ratio of the length to the height, this is height, this is length, is 3:2. So this will be 3 and this will be 2. That is 3:2. I'll just show you. So okay, see this image. If you are able to see this image, then this is the Indian flag and this is the length, which is 3. This is the height, which is 2. So the ratio of height and length becomes, sorry, the ratio of length and height becomes 3:2. Very important fact. I am again telling you, you need to know the ratio between the length and the height of the national flag. So the flag code of 2002 is divided into 3 parts. The first part talks about the general description of the tricolor. The second part talks about the rules on display of the flag by public and private bodies, and the third part talks about the rules for display of the flag by government and government bodies. So these are the 3 parts under the flag code of See, what cannot be done is the Indian flag or the Indian tricolor or the national flag of India cannot be used for commercial purposes. No one can use the tricolor for commercial purposes, and it cannot be dipped in salute to any person or thing. Whenever the national flag of India is half-mast or whatever the decisions related to the hoisting of the flag, it has to be taken by the government. So it's not that it cannot be dipped in salute to any person or thing. Then it should not be used for any kind of decorative purposes. The tricolor is not meant to be used for any decorative purposes. See, for official display, whenever there is an official display of the tricolor, then only, mind this word only, whenever the word only comes in any line, it becomes very important, and one needs to read it with caution. Then for official display, only flags that conform to the specifications which are given by the Bureau of Indian Standards bearing their mark, only it can be used. I'll again explain this. See, whenever the tricolor is used for any official purposes, only the tricolor which have been made under the specifications given by the Bureau of Indian Standard, and the tricolor will also have the BIS mark, only those tricolor can be used for the official purposes. Then come, see, what is the amendment that has taken place in the flag code of India 2002. So the amendment took place in the December 30, 2021, and it talks about, see, first let us see what the earlier rule was, then I'll tell you the difference between the earlier rule and the amendment that has taken place. So what was the earlier rule? See, the earlier rule permitted only flags made by, you need to pay attention to the words, flags made by, because these are the exact words. The earlier rule permitted only flags made by hand spun, woven wool, cotton or silk khadi. I will again repeat, hand spun, wool, cotton and silk khadi. While the import of machine made flags was banned since 2019. This was earlier provision. Now, after the amendment has taken place in the flag code, what has done is along with the hand spun, hand woven, wool, silk, khadi, the polyester flag are also allowed now. I will again repeat, along with hand spun, hand woven, wool, silk and khadi. Earlier the tricolor made of polyester was not allowed, but now after the amendment a tricolor can be made with polyester. Plus the machine made cotton or the machine made tricolor or machine made tricolor will also be allowed for import, or the machine made tricolor will also be allowed. So now what has happened is that machine made tricolor is allowed for import, plus the machine made tricolor is allowed to be produced. Second, the polyester tricolor are also allowed. So these are the two changes, major changes which has taken place after the amendment to the Flag Code 2002. And after the facilitation of the amendment, the availability of flags on such a large scale will also take place. Availability of flags will be on large scale, plus the affordability will also be increased because polyester is included now. Plus the earlier the flags which were made up of khadi were expensive. Khadi is an expensive item to keep, to be taken by normal people. So now the polyester flags will be available and they will be affordable. See, what is the criticism that is going on after the inclusion of import of machine made flag, or plus the polyester flag or the polyester tricolor which has been included, is that it has been said that as khadi is considered to be one of the symbols of our national movement, our freedom struggle, so it has been criticized that the polyester inclusion of the polyester or the machine made tricolor will break the association between the tricolor independence movement and khadi. It will break this association because khadi is something which is of utmost importance to India as it was a symbol of the freedom struggle. Then what will happen, as we all know that China is one of the major producers, one of the manufacturing hub of the world. So what will happen now that we have allowed the machine made tricolor to be imported, so the China made tricolor will be on a large scale available in India as it will be made up of polyester. According to the Karnataka Khadi Gram Udyog Samyukta Sangh, which is also called KKGSS, they have called for a nationwide protest against the amendment. So what is Karnataka Khadi Gram Udyog Samyukta Sangh? It is the only BIS approved khadi unit for the material used to make the tricolor. They are the only BIS approved one. And the Khadi and Village Industries Commission have also certified the KKGSS as the sole. I am again telling you to pay attention towards the word. Whenever the words like sole, only, these kind of extreme words come, you need to pay attention that why is it written or what is the meaning of these words, as they tend to change the meaning of the overall sentence. So the Khadi and Village Industries Commission certified KKGSS as the sole manufacturer and supplier of the tricolor to the entire country. So according to the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, they consider KKGSS as the sole manufacturer and supplier of the tricolor. So if a question comes that according to the BIS or according to the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, which is the only or which is the sole manufacturer and supplier of the tricolor, or which is the only unit for the material used to make the tricolor, then the answer would be Karnataka Khadi Gram Udyog Samyukta Sangh. This becomes an important prelims point. Now let's talk about the rules governing the tricolor. So the first one is the Emblem and the Names Prevention of Improper Use Act 1950. What does it talk about? It restricts. It means this act, it stops, it restricts the use of the national flag, official seal of the president or the governor, pictorial representation of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation, and Prime Minister, and Ashok Chakra. So the emblem and the names act, what does it do? It restricts the use of all the official things, that it cannot be used by anyone or everyone. Then second comes the Prevention of Insults to National Honor Act 1971. What does it do? It also prohibits, it also stops, it also restricts the insult to the country's national symbols, including the national flag, constitution, national anthem, and India's map. So what does it do? The national symbols of our nation, they cannot be insulted. Obviously they cannot be insulted, they are the national treasury, they are of utmost importance to us. So it prohibits the insult to the country's national symbols. So under section 2 of the Prevention of Insults to National Honor Act, what does it do? So if someone obstructs this act, if someone goes behind this act and do something which is demeaning, which is not appropriate, which is not acceptable, then there is punishment of 3 years or fine or both. Punishment of 3 years or fine or both. Then the third one is the Flag Code of India 2002. We have just read about it. So let's see the evolution of Indian flag. Very important topic, and a very interesting one also, I should say. Let's see, it started with 1906. This was the unofficial flag of India in 1906. Red, yellow and green. Then in 1907 a new flag came, and this was the Berlin Committee flag, which was first raised by Bikaji Kama in 1907. So it was, see the color interchanged, it was green color, yellow, and red became little orangish. Then in 1917, this was the flag used during the Home Rule movement in 1917. These are the strips of red and green, red, green, red, green, alternatively. Then in 1921, this flag was unofficially adopted in 1921. Then came the 1931, very important. This flag was adopted in 1931. This was the flag which became the base of everything afterwards. And in 1947, finally the present tricolor flag of India was adopted. See, in 1931, after undergoing several changes, we have just seen that so many flags came into place. But in 1931, after undergoing several changes, the tricolor was adopted as our national flag at a Congress committee meeting in Karachi in 1931. Then in 1947, the Indian flag was adopted in its present form. The important word here is the present form. It was adopted during a meeting of the Constituent Assembly in 1947. So the national flag in present form was adopted in 1947 during a Constituent Assembly meeting. Then very important prelims point, it comes that the present flag is based on the Swaraj flag, a flag of the Indian National Congress designed by, this name is very important, very important. You need to know who was the person behind the design of the national flag. Then it was Pingali Venkaiah. Then let's look at what the former president of India, that is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, said about the significance of national flag. He said that the Ashok Chakra is the wheel of the law of dharma. The Ashok Chakra signifies life in movement and death in stagnation, and the saffron color denotes renunciation. The white in the center is light, the path of truth to guide our conduct, and the green color in the end shows our relationship to the soil or our relationship with the plant life. So this is saffron color, white, green, and this is the Ashok Chakra. So now let's see that how the flag code, what are the various measures that is present in the Constitution of India that talks about or that includes the word national flag. Part 4 of the Constitution, Part 4A. So what is Part 4? That Part 4 talks about directive principles, and Part 4A is fundamental duties. So Part 4A of the Constitution, which consists of only one article, that is Article 51A. So according to Article 51A, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideal and institutions. The national flag. Here comes our topic. So if a question is asked that national flag is mentioned in or national flag is associated with, if the option is fundamental duties, then you people have to mark it right, because this is Article 51A clause A includes national flag, talks about national flag. Now let's see a prelims question and we'll solve it. So this is, consider the following pairs. You people need to tell me the correct answer in the comment section. And this is, first is color and what does it denote. So first is saffron, relation to soil, white, light, green, renunciation. And which of the pairs given above are correctly matched? Only one pair, only two pair, only three pair, or none of the above. So solve this question. I think you will be able to do this as we have just discussed. Now in the end, a mains practice question, and the question is, discuss the key provisions of Flag Code of India 2002 and what changes has been made by its recent amendment. So what are the command in this? This is discuss, and the second one is what changes has been made by its recent amendment. So what you people need to do in this is, first you people need to write about the Flag Code of India 2002 and write what it talks about and discuss about its key provisions. Okay, second you have to talk about that what is the amendment that has taken place. Then talk about what the changes that the amendment has brought after in the Flag Code of India 2002, the changes that has come after the amendment. And in the end, you can also write in the conclusion that this is also one of the fundamental duties. See, whenever you write things which are mentioned in the Constitution or things which are mentioned in Sustainable Development Goals like this, it makes the conclusion more enriching. Shows that you are giving a positive output or a positive conclusion. So try thinking of writing conclusion which is result oriented or which is a positive one. So that we'll end the class on this note. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.